Good afternoon, welcome to NMS. Just about to go to the gym, but I thought I'd do this quick video. So, a lot of people, when they do a diet, they start on a sort of a fat loss diet. They're not really sure exactly how the body stores fat, nor how it loses fat. So I'll give you a quick rundown, and I'll give you a rundown from my personal opinion, but also what I've seen over the years, okay? So if you've got someone who's got large amounts of body fat, like we're talking 60, 80, 100 kilos more fat than, their healthy weight, what you're just going to see is basically a hell of a lot of fat storage in the stomach area, the chest area, but every body part is going to carry fat and there's going to be almost no separation in the muscles, okay? So you're not going to see anything much. Now, as they lose that fat, the stomach comes down, they lose the fat off their chest area, they lose it off their shoulders and their arms. These are the first areas to go, and then it starts coming off the chest, comes off the stomach, comes off the legs. But the stomach area is one of the last areas to really get pretty lean for people, and that's frustrating because people go, I just want to see my abs. But if you've carried a large amount of body fat, you're going to have to do a lot of work to be able to see the abdominals if you've got 60 plus kilograms of body fat to lose. Now, the thing is that when we get to the point where I guess we're relatively lean, let's say 10 to 15% body fat, you do see separation between muscle groups, okay? The chest starts separating from the shoulders. Mainly in the front areas, you see lines underneath here where the chest is separating from the stomach. The stomach starts getting lines down here, you start seeing the lines across there. Below 15%, down towards 10%, you're seeing pretty much all your abdominals. The shoulders are really starting to line in between like the different muscle groups. And the arms are starting to separate. You're separating brachialis and biceps and triceps. And, so you're starting to look pretty lean and pretty muscular, okay, especially if you've built some muscle in that time. Now, when it comes to contest prep, and this is, I guess, my realm, I know that everyone is a little different, but there's similarities. Now, for me, the last areas to get lean are areas around the shoulders, especially the rear delts. The arms start to separate, the chest lines come in really deep. I start seeing all these weird sort of things like the lower chest, the obliques pretty much go right down into the hips. And the stomach looks like it has about 3 abdominals for every abdominal because it starts getting all these weird indentations. And the lower back, all the fat disappears off the lower back and you start seeing a Christmas tree that pretty much almost goes out to the hip bones, okay? And you get all the definition through the upper back, lines across your trapezius and lines across your upper chest, upper traps and, so forth. Now, my shoulders are one of the last areas to get lean. So I know when my shoulders are lean, and I know when I start getting lines in my triceps, and then my legs start showing the separation and the lines, the feathering. I'm pretty lean at that point, okay? The glutes then start to come after that, and a lot of people never get to that point because they don't quite get lean enough. But if you're a person that's going from, carrying large amounts of body fat to the point where you're competing in a bodybuilding show, there's years of work in that. And the reason that is because you're losing fat very slowly from all parts of the body, and it's not going to have a hell of a lot of areas to grab that fat from. And it's now your body starts to get a little bit worried about, losing more body fat. At the beginning, come off easy. But as you start getting leaner, it just doesn't like it. But here's a good one for you. When you've got lean a few times, you've done a few bodybuilding shows, your body gets more comfortable at that diet, and the leaner you stay for longer periods of time, the more your body gets comfortable at losing that fat and getting to that point where you start seeing a lot of different sort of lines and definition. So that is the good part about it, but in order to go and get to that point, you need to stay lean for a good period of time after losing large amounts of body fat, in order for your body to just chip away at all those little areas around your shoulders and that, okay? Just a bit of an explanation of fat loss, okay? Now, it doesn't matter how lean you get, you got to be in a calorie deficit. But there's another trick to this as well. If you try to do it all at once, your metabolism drops and then your body's in, they call it starvation mode. Let's just call it metabolic downgrading, or, basically metabolic drop, okay? And that's going to happen if you're on a diet for too long. So this is a staged thing. And a lot of people don't realize, and I've explained this a lot of the time, body recompositioning takes a long time, and it's not one diet. It's like periods of cutting, adding more calories, cutting again, adding more calories, and slowly starting to see more leanness in the body in certain areas. So like, comment, share, guys. Ask questions on this one. A lot of people are sort of, not sure exactly what they're going to see when they're losing body fat. But, as you get leaner and leaner, you start seeing weird shit happening on your body that you're like, what the hell is that? Well, that's what the muscle actually looks like when there's no skin on it. Okay? And I mean literally it's skinless. It's like literally you put tissue paper over the top of muscles. And the bigger the muscles are and the thinner the skin is, the more weird stuff you're going to see. Have a good day, guys, and I will talk to you in the next post. Just heading to the gym, going to be doing back today. All the best.